How's it going, guys? It's Jordan Rose back with another video, and today we will be going over the 2025 Street Rod Nationals. And yes, I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded. Specifically, I believe it was May 8th of 2023, which is a little over 2 years ago, but I'm hoping on at least doing some weekly uploads. I don't know what all I have planned in terms of like showing, because I've thought about doing some like video games or different video games like Mario Kart, for example, or just like different kind of racing games, maybe not like traditional street racing games or stuff like that, or just racing games in general where it has like, real cars in it. But yeah, so hoping to just kind of shift around, I guess, to do all sorts of stuff. But yeah, let's get right into the video. So right off the bat, we have a 1960s Mustang, which I didn't get the exact year on it, but I do love Mustangs. They're my favorite muscle cars of all time. Specifically, the new edges, which I know are a little newer, but I do love the classics too, honestly. I think my pick would definitely be a Boss 302 Mustang from 72 or 73, I think, which was one of my like cars I had in Gran Turismo 5 when I was younger. But super clean car. It's caught my eye when I first entered, I guess, the whole show and just kind of walked around for a little bit. But really clean car, and I love the blue on this one as well. Next up, we have this 1951 Mercury, which is really nice paint. I love the flames on it. The rims are really nice. I like the fact that the back wheel is covered as well, and the windows are kind of small, which I thought that was interesting, but also really neat. The front end, I love the headlights, the grill, all of that pieced well together with the flames. The car sat really low to the ground too, which I thought was pretty cool. And yeah, interior really nice too. Love the dice as well. And yeah, everything wrapped up pretty good together. Now, this one, really interesting one. The C10, which actually is a convertible, believe it or not, or it just doesn't have a top at all. But I thought this thing was really sick. I liked the whole thing, color scheme, all of that stuff. I liked how it sat. The rims were immaculate. I love chrome rims on. I mean, I just love chrome rims in general. Who doesn't? But really nice C10. And definitely would be a great weekend cruiser or Sunday cruiser or any occasion for that matter, just to roll down the street in and some nice summer weather. So next up, I thought this was pretty cool. They had a RC kind of section, and like you just saw there, they were jumping off these ramps and stuff, which I thought was really neat. I think they've been doing it the past 3 or so years, I want to say. I didn't go last year, but the year before they definitely had them. And yeah, I thought this was pretty neat and a cool section to add to the whole event. Next up is the Dukes of Hazzard's car, which I thought was really cool. And the guys that made these actually have made a ton of replicated ones. And the ones that they done recently, they took one, I think a month or two ago, and actually jumped it over the fountain down in Somerset, Kentucky, which was really cool. And yeah, so you can see there who built it. But this one's a really clean example all around. The nice paint job, nice interior, nice wheels, all that stuff. Really good around car and a great show car. Next up, we got this C2 Corvette in a tan color, which honestly I don't think I've ever seen a color like this on a C2 or just any car in general. But this one was really nice. Really, overall, a clean car. I love the C2 sloped ends in the rear. I think those look amazing. I think that's what made the C2 really distinct from the other Corvettes. But yes, love this car. Now, this Bel Air wagon was super nice. Thing was literally practically touching the ground. You'll see here in a second. But this thing was insane. I loved everything about it. The rims on it were nice. And like you see there, it's basically touching the ground. But really nice wagon. I loved everything about this car. Just was all well put together. Everything, the fitment, all of that, really nice. Now, this next one was a one of a kind because it is a 1962 Rolls Royce Silver Cloud 2, and everything about it was just amazing. And also, it's right-hand drive, which I'm assuming means it's probably from New England. But I heard them talking about it, I think, earlier, and it sounds to me, I believe it was a restoration car, which, if that's the case, they did a really great job with it. Everything about it was just super, super nice. And yeah, it was a really, really nice car. I love Rolls Royces, or at least the older ones. I'm not kind of iffy on the newer ones, but the older ones were just peak. And I think everything about them was just really nice. And it's just crazy how luxurious they were back in the day to now. Next up here is some raw footage of the chops and sounds from all the different cars. So this next section was pretty cool. They had all of the like old classic fire trucks from like different stations across Louisville, and they had a huge, huge flag raised from two of the fire trucks, which had their ladders extended, which I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, they had tons and tons of like different fire trucks, fire cars, all that stuff, an ambulance there, and yeah, pretty cool stuff. Lastly, we have this 1959 Porsche 356A, which was really nice. And honestly, I don't think I've seen a whole lot of these in person, or at all for that matter, or like just the classic Porsches or older Porsches. But really, really nice car, obviously mid-engine, and overall, really neat and a cool encounter. Alrighty, guys, well, that'll about wrap up this video. Sorry about the audio. It's kind of I kind of critiqued it throughout the video. I did this within a couple of days, so it kind of it everything was just kind of thrown around. So I apologize about that, but hopefully I can get like some settings figured out or something so it's not as bad next time. But um yeah, sorry about the latency or the I guess the absence of my videos, but like I said, I'm hoping to come back and maybe do once a week or something to where it's not too much on me, but it's enough to keep me going and motivated and stuff. And maybe as time progresses, that'll be more consistent, more days uploading, per week and stuff like that. So, that's hopefully the plan. Like I said too, I'm probably gonna extend my I guess, content in terms of like gaming and stuff like that. Doing like Mario Kart, for example, like I mentioned earlier, or just things like that. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching and taking the time to come back. And yeah, I'm hoping to come back somewhat stronger, just, consistent enough to where I can do a lot of recordings. But with that being said, peace.